Hello everyone. Today I will explain you about the vertical and horizontal scaling by the real world example. Okay, so we will take one system design of a real one, and we can understand this concept by the example. So first of all, let's think about one bookmark system, right? Where user can add the bookmark and list the bookmark. So for now, we have started with only two options. So user can visit the website and maybe the add bookmark, and he or she can list all the bookmark. So that is the system that we have developed, right? So first of all, we have started with one single server, means single laptop, for example, right? So there is one single laptop. So in the same laptop we have uh, backend service, we have a database, right? Everything is present in the single system, right? So initially we have 10 to 15 users. We have started with 10 to 15 users. So as of now, the system working perfect. The website is faster, and user can easily use that system. Now, uh, the second stage is when the number of user is increased. For example, 1000 user, right? So our users are increased from 10 to 15 users to 1000 user. Now, uh, now our server becomes slow, right? So so many user are facing the problem like timeout issue, or the user can like list of bookmark is taking longer than usual to load, correct? So this kind of problem arise, right, when the number of user is increased. Now, what is the solution to this problem? Now the first solution is we can take is that is a horizontal scaling, right? First solution is horizontal scaling. Horizontal scaling. For example, this is our existing server. So what is the definition of horizontal scaling? So we are increasing the power of the existing server or laptop, that is called horizontal scaling. For example, our existing server RAM is 4 GB, right? And now in the horizontal scaling, we are increasing either that RAM, either hard disk, either CPU. We are increasing the existing hardware, right? So, for example, we are making the hardware more powerful. For example, let's take one example of CPU. Okay, so the existing server CPU is 2 core CPU now, right? Now we are increasing it to 4 core CPU. Okay. In the same way, hard disk as well as the RAM, right? So my what I'm talking is like the purpose of horizontal scaling is to increase the power of existing system. It is called it is called uh, vertical scaling. Sorry. uh, not horizontal scaling, it is called vertical scaling, right? So we can now we can handle 1000 user with the 4 core CPU, 8 GB RAM, and maybe the 500 of 500 GB of SSD, right? Now again the number of user increased to 10k, right? And again the same problem arises. Then what we can do again, increase our software power. So maybe we can again make the our existing system more powerful, maybe the 8 core CPU, right? So likewise we are scaling up our existing system to the more powerful, that is called vertical scaling, right? So now what is the advantage and disadvantage of vertical scaling? Okay. So first of all, the advantage is the migration will be easy, right? So there is no architectural changes required, right? Because we are just improving the power of existing system, right? So there is not any like DevOps engineer effort required. We are just improving. We are just powering up the existing system. So that is the first advantage. The second advantage is it is easy to do, right? Uh, and the disadvantage, what is the disadvantage of this vertical scale? So first disadvantage of vertical scaling is it is so in the vertical scaling there is hardware limit. So for example, if we have 1 lakh of user, right? So there will be a hardware limit. There is not any hardware maybe present which can handle the 1 lakhs a user, right? So there is first number is a hardware limit. Okay, the second problem is a single point of failure. So what do you mean by single point of failure? So if any problem in the server, so it will break the entire system, right? So that is called the single point of failure. So the failure could be anything, maybe uh, there is problem in the RAM, or maybe there is some issue with the server. So if that problem arises, then entire system will be down. So that is called a single point of failure. So that is the disadvantage of vertical scaling. So now what is the second approach? So second approach is horizontal scaling. Second approach is horizontal. So the definition of horizontal scaling is we are adding more devices, laptop or server to increase the power of our existing architecture. So that is the definition of horizontal scaling. For example, uh, in the first stage, if we have one server, right? We can say server or the laptop, right? So in the second stage, if the number of user will increase, then we are uh, adding one more server to the existing system. Likewise, if we have uh, much more user, then we are adding maybe 2 or 3 laptop or server. Okay. So as per the use case, we can add the unlimited number of the hardware or laptop or server to the existing architecture. Right. So that is the horizontal scaling, means we are adding more resources or more laptop into our in our like architecture or system. Likewise. Okay, now let's see the advantage and disadvantage of this horizontal scaling. So first advantage is the first advantage is we can scale unlimited. Uh, we can scale unlimited number of times this horizontal, because there is no limit of like hardware. We can add any number of hardware into our existing architecture. The second uh, advantage is there is not any single point of failure. So to understand that, let me draw one diagram so you can like understand it better, right? For example, okay. So for example, we have five server and there is one load balancer, right? Okay, so what is the purpose of load balancer? So it simply forward the request to the our server. For example, any request came, so it will forward request to the our server. So in meantime, if any server will goes down, for example, this server have some problem, so there is still four server are present which can serve the request back to the user. So there is not any single point of failure, right? So that is the advantage of this horizontal scaling. So two advantages I have said. One is we can add the unlimited power to the existing architecture. Then second is no single point of failure. Now, what is the disadvantage? So since I have demonstrated one small architecture of like horizontal scaling, so it looks a little complex, right? So it is like hard to design or hard to maintain, right? So there is one there is there is complexity in the horizontal scaling, plus it required DevOps efforts to manage it. Also, it requires the load balancer in the horizontal scaling. So that is the disadvantage. Correct. So in the real world scenario, what will happen? So any software or any web application or any software that start with the vertical scaling. So because the initially the number of user is small, right? Then it when the number of user increase it gradually. So then after the company will like move from the horizontal verticals from vertical scaling to the horizontal scaling, right? So that is the real world scenario. So in summary, the vertical scaling means like making the machine more powerful, right? And the like horizontal scaling means adding more machine to the existing architecture. So that is the horizontal scaling. Yeah, that's it from the today. If you like this topic, or if you like my video, then keep watching and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye.